What's going on, YouTube? So there's this card called Omega, and I thought it was a really cool card. And you know, I decided to make a deck out of it. And here's what I came up with. So Omega, for those of you guys who do not know, is the card on your opponent's standby phase. You unbanish a card, and during either player's main phase, you can chain his effect to something, or just activate it, banish him, and then banish one card from your opponent's hand until your next standby phase, where he comes back onto the field and your opponent gets his card back to his hand. And here's his third effect, but I never really use it. So this here is Omega Chaos. I made this deck with the mentality of abusing his effect to unbanish a card. So therefore, this deck has a lot of cards that banishes itself from the graveyard to do something. And then on your opponent's standby phase, unbanish it, so on your turn you can banish it again. And to combo with that, there's this card called Jewels of the Valiant. With Jewels of the Valiant, when you banish one card, just one, from the graveyard, you mill a card from your deck to your graveyard that has a different attribute. Now with this deck, there's a lot of different attributes, so you can expect a lot of cool wombo combo special thing. So the basic turn of the deck, as you saw during the first turn of this video here, or here, whichever way my camera is pointing, is you make Omega. And to make Omega, there are two tuners in this deck, which technically is 3 Raidens and 2 Unizombies. And on top of that, you have 3 Rotas and 2 Charges. So a lot of cool tuners. With this engine, you have Raiden to mill monsters that will hopefully have the effect to banish itself. And you have Unizombie, which is a precise mill of a card that does banish itself, but has the drawback of you not being able to attack that turn. But there are ways around that, so watch. To play this deck, you have your tuner, and you drop another level 4 on the field, aka Thrasher, White or Black Dragon, or Instant Fusion from Nodin, or Hat Tricker. There's lots of ways to do it in this deck. And then you make Omega. And then hopefully you try to banish a card from your graveyard to get an effect off. And hopefully there's a Valiant there to extend your play. And then on your opponent's turn, you unbanish. And then you just keep doing that until your opponent dies, basically. And there's lights and darks in this deck, so you have a VLS, which is really, really cool. And yeah, if you can't make Omega, you can make Amaterasu, which is basically the kind of same thing. Because you can, say, banish a Summoner Monk with a White Dragon, and then you make an Amaterasu. Detach a material, special Summoner Monk, discard, special Raiden, mill 2, hopefully you mill some banishers, and then you make a Omega. And then on your opponent's turn, you unbanish a monster, Amaterasu, get back a, say, a Rainbow Kuriboh, or a Danish Juggler, something cool like that. And yeah, let's see, your rank 4 spammers, White and Black Dragon, not only do they special subs on the field, but when you synchro with them to an Omega, you search for another one, keeping your level 4 consistent. And you can also trigger Jewels, and not only that, you can unbanish your materials with, not materials, banish targets with Omega, so you're never really out of lights and darks to banish. So yeah, to sum up this deck, it's a Omega spam, level 8 synchro, rank 4 toolbox, chaos engine deck. Yeah, so Omega Chaos, guys. This deck is freaking fun, and it has a really badass name. Yeah, not much else to say. Right now, this is the rough draft of the deck. I just wanted to show you guys the concept that I kind of put together with this deck, and I'm still kind of making changes every now and then here and there, so bear with me. If you guys want a deck profile, I'll have one up for you eventually. I just want to like first fine-tune the deck for now, so I can like give you guys a good presentation. Which actually, this deck is actually a pretty good presentation at the moment. There's some more stuff to say while the video is going on. The basic first turn is to make 2 Omegas, which I actually didn't do in this video because I wanted to try something new. But basically make 2 Omegas on your opponent's turn, unbanish 1 card, and then banish the both Omegas to banish 2 cards from opponent's hand. So now he starts off with 4 cards. And then he can't really... 4 cards is a really bad number to start off your turn with. So they do their turn, and on your turn you get back both your Omegas, and then you have 2 24 beat sticks to like push their face in. And if they like have Mirror Force or something set, then well, that sucks. But you can do stuff. Yeah, ignore my comment about Mirror Force, because that is actually one of the only weaknesses of this deck, because Omega cannot banish himself from the battle phase. Anyway, so as you saw in the video prior, the opponent misplayed, and he forgot that Zera gets a pump from my opponent's banish. Zera is an amazing card to play against Necros, because they can't really get past it without Trishulaing it, but if they Trishula it, then he comes back. And if he get over it with a Decisive Armor run over, you can just bring him back with Black Dragon by banishing Zera, or BLS, and then you can still do stuff. The only way they can get past Zera is with a Castell, and you just kind of have to hope for the best that you have Breakthrough Skill in the graveyard to stop that from happening. Anyway, if the game went on, if the opponent didn't scoop, and if he made the right play, I think I could have had a really good chance to come back, but we will never know because the opponent scooped. Honestly, even if I lost that game, I would have put the video up anyway, because this actually showed up a lot of the deck, and that's the point. Except for Instant Fusion. Instant Fusion in this deck is amazing. 3 Instant Fusion, 3 Nodens, because the deck really wombo combos with that Instant Fusion and Norden, and it just makes amazing plays, because you can special back your tuner and do more cool stuff from there. Yeah, so this is a rough draft. Once again, I will have deck profile up pretty soon once I fine tune it. I'll have some more duel videos up in the future where hopefully you can see Instant Fusion do its cool thing. And yeah, this deck's really cool. It not only looks cool, looks clean on paper, and it has a badass name. I just want to get this video up on YouTube as soon as possible, because this is actually one of the ideas that I've had that is really super freaking awesome. And I think I'm the first one to think of it. I don't know. Somebody might have thought of it before and upload on YouTube. I just want to get this video up here to show you guys, and I'm pretty sure they didn't do it as cool as I did. Anyway, so look forward to more Omega Chaos in the future. This is Cresta signing out.